All right, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube. This is a little bump up video. Believe it's the 25th of April. If I'm just gonna go with that. We got a little bit of hail. The netting, fortunately, it stops it from coming in here so much. There were still a few pieces, like where it made it over the top. The cannabis has a hard life in the spring because it germinates way early. It can handle temperatures like 13, 14 degrees. This year I've had it. In past years I've had it, like 17 degrees, completely buried in snow in May. Crazy. But is an update on the chainsaw mill is we got the bar from town, but it is not compatible with the Husqvarna saw. I'm gonna have to order it online and get the chain and all that. Take what I got back and start over. I'm going to try to figure out a way. I may just roll it over. What I'm thinking of is just rolling it over, marking it, or laying it up to cut off the other side and do basically what I did. Just release the head when it gets time or when it gets too low, and then when I set it up on end and make slabs of it, is the bar will fit just fine. I may fudge with that, because I really want to cut some, is what it comes down to. I really want to cut some boards, and but that's not happening, and nobody's giving me like $25,000 for a sawmill, so that's that. But if anybody wants to donate like a little generator and an LT15, please. And the only reason I say generator in like the electric LT15 is the molders and the shapers and everything I want to run after that are all electric, and they need a generator, a very large generator. And so just making the mill electric to begin with is that's the way to do it. In Arkansas, I have my son has it now, but I have a circular with a 471 Detroit, and that is a screaming beast. It's great for just cutting a few boards, and if you wear here, the plugs and the muffs and all that, you might not go deaf with, if you only run it a couple days. But it's a very loud mill. I'd just like to have all electric and get some like a surplus cable and put the generator as far away from the site as possible and run, drop a used surplus drop cable, underground cable. But okay, back to the video, y'all. There we go. We got some right there. They're doing real good. They went through the ice, and it rained real hard after the ice came down. So I'm pretty sure the majority of the ice that even landed in here is just melted. I do have a mouse or a bird right there, and you can't. That's why I overplant in the spring. It's probably a little mouse from the look of it. From the size of the hole, because they dig them up, roots and all. The root to them, when they steal them, they maybe I didn't. I'd always thought that I may have missed this one. Is the nothing germinated, and right there, I don't know if my finger's in the right spot. Yep, right underneath that little lump right there, there's one popping up. The grapes in the muscadine look like they're doing fine. A couple of the nodules are starting to swell, the little buds, on the bottom. Not, towards the end, but like right there-ish. I'm trying to see what y'all see. And sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. But I try. It looks like the same kind of little damage. You see little pock marks right there. It looks like there's been an invader, but like I said, that's why I overpopulate them. And when they get about this size here, and you start seeing space or lack of places or whatever, you can dig these up with a spoon or a fork. A fork is better. Just dig them up with a fork and transplant them, and they'll take right back off. They're fine. Just don't break the taproot if you can. They're like here where you got a whole bunch of them in a row, and there's still going to be boys in this, so you're going to lose some, but they're not all done germinating. It just now, we're just now getting warm temperatures. I had a couple over here that were volunteer. Oh no, something bad is it. Yeah, see right here, Right there, right there, right there. Yep. And there was a couple volunteers out here on the edge that I was looking for, and they're not here no more. Yeah, the critters out here are pretty hard on them. That's a fact. If you're going to grow outside, you need to overpopulate in the spring. This one here was, oh, I'm sorry, my hand ain't in the picture. This one here was industrial hemp. These three here are the ACDC cross. It's a high CBD. It's like industrial hemp, just with more CBD. And but well, just the way it is in the spring. I may have to reseed in a couple places and just let them, just overseed and it pull. And when they get up about as big as my little fingernail, that's when you'll see all the males and be able to pull them pretty easy. Oh yeah, we got a good amount of snow up there, y'all. Look at that, all the way across. Well, y'all get to have rivers and crops and all that, because all these rivers, without the snowpack, y'all don't get all the water that flows from all these rivers up here, like the Rio Grande and the Arkansas and the Colorado, and there's a few more. We really needed this, and we have not gotten it in a long time. It's good that we got this change, or a little bit of relief. And this is probably some of that atmospheric stuff from New Mexico, because we weren't even supposed to get snow today. Like 0% chance, no, just dry as a bone day, and it run me. I was getting the saw, trying to get that bar on the saw, and found out I couldn't. And then I was trying to figure out if I could modify it or not modify it, and at what it cost. I don't want to modify it. I just want to buy one that fits. And so I'm going to give it back, and or I'm going to order one and then get this one back to the store. But oh shoot, I was forgetting what I'm saying. Okay, y'all, you have a good day, and may it be bright and all this. And this is actually a wonderful. I know most of y'all complain about the overcast, but we get like 300 plus sunny days up here and no rain. This is a very good. This, just looking at it makes you feel good, like there's a chance for more rain. And we got a little bit here, enough to knock the dust off the ground. So, all right, guys, talk to you then, and safe travels and all that stuff. And God bless.